Welcome to the Off Topic Podcast. I'm Patrick, and here with me is my good buddy Cian.
Yo, we're so natural sounding.
This is the fifth take.
Oh god.
So Cian, how's it going with you?
It's going pretty well. I think she's going pretty well. Hasn't been going very well lately. I think it'll go well in the future, but at the moment now, it's going pretty well.
I think you're just talking for the sake of talking now. I don't think you're saying anything.
I spent, 20 seconds talking about nothing.
So nothing much happening with you, Cian.
Not really.
I'll tell you what's happening with me, Cian.
What's happening, Patrick?
I got a piano, Cian. There's a big ass fucking piano in my room right now.
It's not that big.
It's super big.
Hang on.
I mean, in comparison to the rest of the room, it's pretty big. Cian, stop it. Stop it. Cian, no.
Did I tell you I know
This is-
piano?
Cian, you never told me you could play piano. So I've had it a few days, and I'm still wrapping my head around it. You know,
Are
I'm trying to learn piano, Cian.
Are you good at it?
Sure,
Like, really?
sure.
Play some old tune on that.
Yeah, sure, I will. So yeah, that was it. That was me playing the piano.
Whoa, Patrick, that's so good.
Yeah,
oh my
I know.
god.
I must be natural. I've only had it 2 days.
2 days. And
2 days, yeah.
know,
And I learned, yeah,
You know Mozart's fourth melody.
sure. Anyway.
Well, it was a good investment.
Money well spent. So let's get on with the podcast anyway, Cian. I'm gonna play the jingle now. You ready for the jingle?
Alright, let me hear the jingle.
That was the jingle.
Was
so
a good
yeah,
jingle.
that was
I just
for
heard.
anyone that's wondering on the behind the mic, behind the scenes kind of thing that we do here with the whole off topic scenario. Whenever we have to play the jingle, I don't actually have the jingle set up. We don't actually play the jingle. I just say I'm gonna play the jingle, and then me and Cian sit in silence for 20 seconds.
I have no idea what editing Patrick will do.
I'm a technical wizard, really. I'm a god of the technical world. You know, I have the power to give and to take life.
You just do what you want.
I just do what I want.
Don't care about the consequences.
So Cian, we are on the interweb once again. It's
Yes.
a bit like have you seen The Matrix Part 3 where there's the guys with the white dreadlocks and Neo flies around the whole world.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's like that.
but in podcast form.
Yeah, sure, why not? So Cian, let's get on with the show anyway, Cian.
All right.
The first section of the show that we have this week is what's happening.
What is happening?
I'll tell you right now, Cian.
We're listening to a podcast, isn't that right?
Yeah, it's happening. In the news this week, Cian, a father sues a football club for dropping his son off the team. What do you think
Why
of
would
that,
you
Cian?
sue someone for that?
Good question. To get more detail on the story, an Irish teenager had lost a case taken against his former football club where he claimed he suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder after he was dropped from the team as a 13-year-old.
Wow.
So, I don't know who's claiming this. I don't know if it's the father or the son that is claiming that PTSD's in the mix here. Post-traumatic stress disorder
From being dropped from the
from
team.
being dropped from the team. That is a thing that's happening.
Wow.
Courtrooms are in well use this day and age, isn't it?
People just sue everything. Everything that moves.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in court that's newsworthy this week.
Actually, you, Paddy, sued someone to get that piano there.
I did, yeah. I jumped in front of a car, but a bit of a hush hush.
Yeah,
Don't say
yeah.
that now. It is on the podcast, but that's just between
Good
it's just between me and you and about 10 listeners, so that's fine. I got a piano now. I think that's you really can't argue with the result.
Not really. You're doing pretty well.
Yeah,
with
I
it,
did break my leg, but in that I got a piano.
And where's your man now that you sued?
I don't fucking care, really, Cian, if I'm honest.
Sure, you got a piano. Who wants to know?
Big dirty fucking dent in his car now for my leg. That's where he is. Getting that fixed.
I hear you.
Fucking bollocks. So, Cian, in other news, in the courtrooms, what has been going on is a man stole €3 worth of cream eggs, and he's now in court over it. He's in the court.
Like, I'd understand it if this was like a constant offense, That he just like
He's just constantly stealing cream eggs.
constantly stealing €3 cream eggs
No, the worst
from a
part
shop.
about this story that I think is that cream eggs were €3.
That is actually
What the fuck is
like
going on there?
jokes actually aside. I actually think it shouldn't be worth €3.
Jokes aside, what the fuck? This is disgraceful.
We attack the real problems
A judge
in
has
society.
expressed surprise at the prosecution and trial of a man over the alleged theft of Cadbury cream eggs. Judge Anthony Halpin said, "You couldn't make it up." What do you think of that, Keane?
If I was Judge Anthony Halpin, I'd just go like, how many did he steal? And they'd be like, one. Is this his first offense? Yeah. Just let him go.
I love the way it's in court now, though.
Yeah.
It's like, hey,
Uh,
don't steal cream eggs. No, they went the whole fucking 9 yards. He's now in court. He's out on bail because he adjourned the case to a later date. He didn't throw it out.
Oh
He just
my
adjourned
God.
it. The accused Anthony O'Connell, 41, denies stealing the cream eggs from the city centre supermarket.
just be like, Anthony, what are you doing with your life?
Own up, Anthony. You're 41.
You may you may have had a tough childhood. You might have really wanted that cream egg more than the shop owners, but like, come on.
This is the world we live in, where, there's a guy.
Stealing a €3 Cadbury
Is
cream
this what a
egg.
midlife crisis is for Irish people? Like, we don't have the money to buy like a sports car or like hair plugs or motorbikes or anything like that, so we're just
It's just like,
fuck this, I'm gonna take this cream egg.
I'm living on the edge, I just don't care. Don't care.
To the max, Cian, to the max.
I'm gonna steal this cream egg. I'm just gonna
And
walk
no one's
out.
gonna stop me. Hey, stop.
Oh, they stopped me.
Other than that, Cian, have you heard about this hospital that they're building in Dublin?
Or are they building a hospital?
They're building a hospital, Cian. Let me tell you something very interesting about this hospital, Cian. It's going to be the most expensive hospital in the world.
What? That shouldn't be like a record.
Guess the price. Guess how much it is, Cian.
€3, like cream egg worth.
That would be exponential, Cian. But no, it's not. It's not the price.
What is it?
It's €1 billion, Cian.
Why? Is it made out of gold?
That is a good question. Why? I think they just fucked it up. Classic Irish politics. They just fucked it up. That's all you can describe it as.
What's
I'm
your
pretty
ma-
sure there's like a large sum of the €1 billion going to this hospital will be, oh, it's gone. Don't know. We spent it all on donuts or something. And the hospital ends up just a fucking teepee or something, and it's like, oh, we spent all the money on these like premium designer bricks, and we bought no cement.
What's your man's name from Room to Improve?
Dermot
Dermot something. Dermot Bannon. That's it.
Bannon.
It's like the Dermot Bannon of the hospital industry. There's a joke that was worth the wait.
5 minutes later. Cian, I've actually been thinking about this. Do you want to get Dermot Bannon on the show? Talk about this hospital.
Really?
I kind of want to get him on the show.
The Dermot Bannon.
Yes.
Well, I don't think.
A-list celebrity Dermot Bannon.
I don't think we can now because I just made a terrible joke about him.
No, I'd say he's sound enough.
Alright.
He's probably sound. He's probably sound.
Probably.
Probably.
Even though he just goes over budget on everything he does. Oh, satire.
You can't put.
I'm calling you out, Dermot Bannon. You know what? I'm calling you out.
We're coming for you, Dermot. We're coming for you.
What are you gonna do? Nothing. That's what I thought.
That's the thing.
You're gonna build a house. That's
He
what you're
can't
gonna
talk to you. It's a one-way medium. You can't, even if he's listening, he can't speak back.
do. Yeah.
And another thing, Cian, really is the truth. You can't put a price on quality.
I thought you were gonna say you can't put a price on hospital.
Well, you can. It's €1 billion.
Yeah.
Apparently. So this must be like an amazing hospital, with like
Yeah.
fucking zip lines and I don't know what else is in the hospital.
You so you like measure how good a hospital is on whether it
Based
has
on whether or not it has zip lines, yes.
Zip lines or not.
I've yet to find a hospital that has one, so
Don't go to a hospital.
yeah, like I have not found a hospital I can recommend because none of them meet the standards that I set, which are, does it have a zip line? That's my one condition, Cian.
Well, your conditions have been approved because this one apparently does.
It's getting a zip line.
For €1 billion.
It's just gonna be like 2 poles and like a bit of twine in between them. It's like, we spent all the money on rims.
There's a person on a hospital bed going down the zip line. It's like, help me!
I'm having a heart attack. And it's like, that's a spirit, bud.
And the doctors are following them. Just, whee!
We're losing him. Quick, take him to the bounce room.
I don't think the ball pit can make it. It's not worth the ball pit.
It's just a big fun house. It's not actually.
It's just
Doctor,
called...
where were you? I was stuck in the Hall of Mirrors.
Well, laughter is the best medicine. I was like, we didn't think you'd mean it literally.
And like, they always talk about like having helicopter pads on the top of hospitals. I think now that we have the budget of €1 million, or no, sorry, even €1 billion, I think we can one up that, Cian.
A slide. Were you not thinking that?
I was thinking maybe like an airport like built into the hospital, or something like a landing strip on top of the building.
Like, I just don't think that's worth it. Like,
Like, you
next
think
to a slide.
Yeah. Where are you gonna put the slide? Is the main question though.
Obviously in the hospital. What are you thinking, man?
You know what I think a hospital desperately needs? Fucking radiators, man.
2 slides. Radiators.
Radiators, yeah. Fucking hospitals are cold, and I know that's probably like keep all the dead lads from not falling apart, probably.
Oh my god.
But like,
That's probably
hell.
the reason that it's like
throw another log in the fire, lads. Like
5
fuck's sake.
degrees. Just like a bit chilly.
So like, that's what I think basically, Cian.
No,
€1 billion though. What else could you put in this hospital? We're just both thinking of fun house.
Fun house.
A bowling alley probably.
Fun. Private jet, but like you can't get anywhere because it's inside a hospital.
It's just in one room. That's completely perfectly sized to the jet, so there's no way of getting it out.
Bungee jump.
Bungee jump off what exactly?
They dig a hole.
We could probably spend all this money by like digging a really deep hole.
No, they're
and
just
then
all...
not put a hospital there.
They're
We
just
just
all-
have a very large hole in the ground.
They're just all in a conference room, just thinking like, what do we need? Fun house, okay. Slides, ball pit, an airport. Who cares? We got €1 billion.
Where's this €1 billion coming from?
I don't know. All the dead people.
Raiding their wallets.
Just stealing from the dead people.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
In other news, Cian, I didn't look up any information about this. I just have the thing with the nuns or
The
some
thing
shit.
with the nuns.
That's what I have written down in front of me. Is the thing with the nuns or some shit.
What is the thing with the nuns? I really want to know about this story.
Don't even know the full extent of the thing with the nuns or some shit.
It's got me hooked.
It's a thing. It's something like, aren't they thinking of putting nuns in a maternity ward to help with the doctors and shit?
Wasn't that what it used to be like?
It was, yeah. In the 1950s, Cian. Get your
Oh.
head out of the past.
Right.
This is the future.
Sorry. Wait, is that it? Just like...
That's all I have written down, Cian.
I think we're bringing the nuns back.
I think maybe we're bringing the nuns back. I'm not entirely sure.
Like they're at the conference room. I was like, okay, we need slides. We need more ideas. Ball pit. Okay, yeah, nuns. You're fired, Jerry. Where are you?
No, they're just like, sir, we can't put all this funhouse stuff in. Like, we need to pay the doctors. Like, fuck the doctors. We'll get nuns.
Nuns don't need to be paid. They're nuns. Their God will help them.
So, what do you think of the whole shenanigans there, Cian? Do you think there should be nuns in a maternity ward?
I think it shouldn't make news. It's literally just...
Well, it's a big deal, Cian. I don't know if you know this, but there's been a lot of, like, Magdalene Laundry shit that has been going on in this past, 70 years.
Oh, right.
Where there have been, like, women abused and children abused, and, no one's been kind of taking the rap for it. Everyone's like, yeah, it was the nuns, but, like, who cares? We can't arrest the nuns for some reason.
Oh, right.
There's been a lot of that kind of stuff. And, they're thinking of bringing nuns into this maternity ward.
Why can't you arrest nuns?
It's a good question, Cian. They're not above the law.
I know they're Christian and like Catholics are supposed to be like good at everything.
That's the thing now, Cian. I've never seen a nun in a jail cell.
Just getting their crucifix, bringing it along the bars.
Yeah, along the bars, yeah.
I've been here 3 years, kid.
I was framed! So
I was like, okay, Teresa.
I think it's a bit messed up, Keane, if I'm honest. Real talk here, Keane. You know, no more jokes here. Real talk.
Real talk.
Real talk. I think it's pretty not good and not alright.
Pretty not good.
But you know, knowing the Irish people are just gonna be like, oh, that's bad.
Yeah, and just
Anyway,
don't do anything
yeah.
about it.
That's probably how that's gonna end up.
Well, that's definitely how it will end up.
So, Keane, that is what's happening. That's the news for this week.
That's all bad news, though.
The world is made up of bad news, Keane. Sorry,
Make-
a puppy didn't fucking be
That's
born this
making me
week. What do you want?
sad.
What do you want from me,
I
Keane?
want a puppy to be born this week. I want a
Well,
hospital.
it was probably
No,
somewhere there was a puppy born somewhere.
I want a hospital with a slide and a ball pit. Maybe not nuns. Well,
Probably-
I don't know if you want nuns. Maybe
Whatever you're into.
a gold-plated toilet. I don't know. I need this.
I want a toilet with a fish tank on it.
It doesn't have to be a hospital. Just like a big fun house that I can have. Ah!
Wait, what a segue, Keane. What a segue.
This is just Keane's rant about how I want a fun house.
You know, I have rants about like things that are meaningless, and you know, I think this is a new level, Keane. I think you've reached peak on the graph of like things that don't matter and how angry you are. I think you've reached the peak.
Just want a fun house.
Anyways, Keane, on with the show. The next section we have, Keane, is weird gritty reboots.
Weird.
Don't fucking. Sorry, grammar police. Sorry, like my spelling isn't up to standard for a thing that I'm only gonna be reading, and it's like not even interpreted into this fucking audio medium.
I'm sorry.
Dickhead. Anyway, the Flintstones, Keane.
Tell me about them.
The Flintstones have been in the media for quite a while. Some would say 70 years, is it? Since the 60s.
Oh, yeah, I'd say so.
So, you know, they've had their ups and downs. They've had the cartoon. They
Well,
were
no,
in a
wait,
bunch of
actually-
cigarette ads. So that was a bit weird.
Maybe
but,
not 70 years.
I wasn't paying attention to the mathematics.
70 years
of
is
it.
like 1940.
Is it?
Yeah.
Alright, whatever. Don't listen. This isn't fucking maths off topic, is it?
No, it's
We're
not.
focusing on the Flintstones right now. So, like,
Are we?
you're breaking my
I
mind.
can't tell.
My mind is falling apart. The Flintstones, Keane.
Flintstones.
So they were in the cartoon. They were in the smoking ads or the cigarettes.
Yeah, the Halifax
Well, yeah, they were in that too. But that's Halifax is not a brand of
cigarette.
cigarette. No.
No.
They were in the film. Have you ever seen the film, Keane? The live action
have.
film with John Goodman.
I have.
It is the worst thing I've seen in my life.
It's the worst thing ever.
It actually, I think I was, no joke, right? I think this is like the most frustrated and angry I have ever been in my life is when I watched the Flintstones movie. And you know, like two people were there, Adam and Sean, they can like confirm. They were there, they saw the whole thing. I broke down.
I think it's fair to say like you'd be angry if you don't think that a film is very good and they do very well. But this film didn't do very well and it's terrible. What would you be angry about?
I was angry. It was just so stupid. And it wasn't even stupid in a fun way, where it's like, haha, look at them, they're stupid. It was just so stupid that you couldn't even make fun of it.
Tell me on the jokes in it.
I can't. No, I'm not going to get into it, Keane. Honestly, like I just want to move on. I just want to talk about the comic that has come out, Keane. The comic that DC Comics have put out of the Flintstones. For some reason, the Flintstones, DC have the rights to the Flintstones for some reason in comic form. So they're now doing this like.
Oh no.
If you've seen it, it's the art style is very like realistic and it's unsettling and
Is it like trying to be gritty or something? Or is
it's
it...
trying to be gritty. It's trying to be. No, it's not trying to be anything. It's just its own thing. It's like no one's really paying attention. And then
Right.
like when it's like you were looking at the Flintstones and then you turn away for like 50 or 60 years and then you turn back around and this is it and you're like, wait, what happened? And there's no transition whatsoever. It just jumps right into this. So this Flintstones comic tackled subjects such as marriage, racism, homosexuality, and PTSD.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, when when I just heard of like Flintstones and DC Comics getting together, I was just thinking of like Batman beating up criminals, just like, where is he? And then like Fred Flintstone's just, well, I don't think I can put up with this. And
Yeah.
like laugh track. Laugh
Yeah,
track.
that's what people would think. That is, I think there's a few comics that are like that, where they are in there like they look like normal cartoon characters, but they look like real people in this.
All right. Oh, is this like this is just Flintstones on its own, not like
It's not
collaboration
linked
with
with
anything.
anything. It's just Flintstones as a comic by itself, produced by DC Comics.
All right.
So, in this world that they've kind of built up around the Flintstones, marriage is a taboo and new concept. So it's like
Right.
there's a bunch of like old people that are just like, oh, marriage is wrong. Can't you just fuck in a cave like everyone else? And that sort of thing. I'm not even making like this is actually what
Ugh.
it's like. And Neanderthals. So the Flintstones are kind of like early man,
Yeah.
but then before that there was Neanderthals.
Like Homo sapiens.
Yes.
Mm.
So Neanderthals come into the mix, and they're treated kind of like subhumans, and it's really uncomfortable to watch because
Uh,
they're like, there's the whole, hey, you speak English, and it's like, oh, what are you, stupid? But they just don't
mm,
understand because
they're
it's a
Neanderthal.
completely different set of circumstances to them. Like
Yeah.
they're actual cavemen, and then these are like humans that are just like using currency and everything like this and civilization.
I'm just like picturing Fred Flintstone in like a pub, like a caveman pub. It's just like rocks for glasses and stuff like that. Just telling an anecdote to one of these Neanderthals. It's like, yeah, and then you know what she said? She said watermelon. Yeah, and that's just, ugh.
No, they're actually intelligent, but they don't have a civilization like the Homo
All
sapiens do.
right.
So it's like they're kind of like more like cavemen in the way they operate, but they're intelligent and stuff like that, and it's really weird.
Oh,
And this is an interesting little bit. There's like two gay characters, two gay cavemen that are
right.
named Adam and Steve.
Oh,
Like Adam and Eve,
yeah.
Adam
I,
and
I
yeah.
get.
So
Yeah.
there's that thing, and there's like a lot of like negativity towards them and stuff like that as well. But Fred's like he's standing up for them and shit, and that's pretty neat.
I like.
But also it's weird to be in a Flintstones comic, if I'm honest.
I know people are trying to get like diversity in film and comics and books and everything, like in media and everything. But like, I think if they're trying to make it all normal and like political correctness and everything like that, they shouldn't call attention to it and be like, "Oh, there's two gay characters in it." Blah,
Yeah,
blah,
well
blah.
that's the thing
They
with a
should
lot
just be
of
like, "Yeah, there's the
that's the
characters."
way it's kind of implemented in this, because there's a lot of things. There's like, oh, there's a gay character in Beauty and the
Yeah.
Beast. Oh my God, that's not like a step forward though. It's just and so that's going on. And then there's a whole issue where it's like Fred and Wilma go to marriage counseling where they have to decide whether or not they feel like they should be in a relationship together or if they should even be married or what is marriage. This is the Flintstones comic.
I just don't think he's Yabba Dabba doing that much lately.
uh
Just do it for me.
Another issue goes into detail about what the animals do. The animals are kind of like furniture or like
Yeah, yeah,
appliances or
yeah.
whatever. That goes into what they do when they're not in use. So the story is basically about an armadillo and an elephant. They both live in a bowling alley, and they get into a conversation, and it's like, so what's your name? It's like, I don't know. They just call me Bowling Ball. And there's like huge amounts of time where they just sit in a closet waiting to be used and stuff like this, and it's really weird.
That is just going too much into it.
Yeah, it's
Like,
it's so like cripplingly sad and depressing. This is a
oh,
Flintstones comic. It gets worse, trust me. This is only like scraping the surface of this.
like Flintstones was a good show and everything. Like it was really good, but it had its time.
Let me get to the bit with the PTSD key in,
Oh
because it
no.
really. All right.
Was there a caveman war? Is that...
Here we go. Fred and his buddies fought in what was called the Paleolithic War, where they wiped out a race of people known as the Tree People. Sort of like the way the Europeans came to America, and like they were like native people. They didn't really understand the concepts of civilization or land ownership, and they wiped them out. They committed genocide.
Why?
This is a Flintstones comic.
Why is this in the
Here we
Flintstones?
go. It goes even deeper down the rabbit hole. Fred goes to a help group with other veterans that suffer PTSD. One soldier freaks out at the meeting and says, and I quote, right? So this is what he says. He freaks out and he's like, the poor bastards didn't stand a chance. We set fire to their trees And when the smoke cleared, there were dead tree people everywhere. End
Oh
quote.
my god.
This is the Flintstones comic.
Will they do like a Rick and Morty thing on it where it's just like, yeah, in my culture, yabba dabba doo means I am in horrible pain and like, please help me.
Welcome to our comedy show, everyone.
I'm terribly depressed.
Yeah, this is the most depressing thing I think I've ever brought up on Off Topic ever.
Oh my god.
Yep. Also, Martians invade.
What?
What?
It's like trying to be all serious and like topical and stuff. And then Martians invade.
Martians invade, yeah. It's done in a fun way, though. They're
How
like,
can it be fun after the PTSD?
yeah, that's a fair point. But they have like spring break.
What?
Yeah,
Oh, was that little green guy,
the Great Gazoo.
was he Martian?
Yeah,
Oh, right.
yeah, so they
But, like-
invade. There is a bit of genocide goes on there as well, but like whatever.
Oh my...
A bit of satire as well, you know?
It's the Flintstones.
It's the Flintstones. I don't know who's behind this either.
Why?
I have no idea who's working on this, but whoever they are,
Who thought it'd
they're
be
clearly
good?
using the Flintstones as an outlet. What's wrong, buddy? Come on. Take a breather every once in a while. You know, lighten up. Things aren't that bad.
They may have been that bad in like caveman times, but not this time.
You know, in retrospect, Keane, do you think like things were easier in the caveman time? Because all you really had to do,
Yeah.
you know, you didn't have to do taxes.
You didn't have to kill a whole species of tree people
Yeah. All you had to do was really eat and shit,
and
reproduce. That's
yeah,
it.
reproduce. That was it.
Anyway, the next gritty reboot, Keane, I'm gonna lay it down for you, right?
Oh no.
These are all DC comics as well, for some reason. So the next one, Keane, Scooby-Doo Apocalypse.
Oh yeah, I heard about
Have
this
you heard
one.
about this?
I saw like a cover thing for it, but
Yeah.
that's about it.
So let me give you a brief rundown. Shaggy is a hipster now, so he's got like the beard and the crazy haircut.
I
And
can
everything
kind of
like
see
that.
where they're going with that. Yeah.
I mean, it kind of works, kind of almost
That's-
maybe.
It's not too crazy.
Scooby has a cyborg apparatus on his head that allows him to speak. Because they
No,
thought that a
wait.
talking dog was too wacky, so they gave him a cyborg head.
No, is this like perfect grammar and everything, or is it just him normally going ragga ragga roo or
It's
something?
yeah, it's that basically.
Oh.
So I prepared for the show. I kind of had a text to speech thing set up. Let's see how
Okay.
this goes. This is basically what I think Scooby-Doo would sound like now with like the apparatus on his head.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you know, Keen, if you could give me like a good impression of Scooby-Doo just before I play
Hmm.
this, to give comparison, like
Raggy raggy roo.
there we go. So let's hear what let's hear what Scooby of the modern age sounds like.
Rung row. I want some Scooby snacks. Scooby Dooby Doo.
That's that. So that's what Scooby-Doo sounds like in the modern age, Keen.
Oh, nice.
So
It's like, we want a Scooby Dooby Dooby snack? Don't patronize me.
yes, Scoobert, I would like one.
Yes, Frederick. May I have one?
So the basic rundown of this, there's not much to the story, but like basically what happens in that is
The world ended.
the world ends. There's like a disease or something that turns everyone into wacky cartoon character monsters. So there's like
Whoa.
a Dracula, but he's got like, you know, he's like 1920s Dracula where he's got the
Oh,
cape
yeah.
and the whole setup, which
And
is
the
weird.
hair and everything.
Yeah, and they're like killing them and everything with like giant laser guns, and it's the actual apocalypse. I don't know. Somehow they're not affected.
They're not trying to solve the mystery.
There's no mystery. They are just like
They're just shooting vampires.
yeah, they're just shooting vampires and slime monsters and shit. Scrappy Doo is in it for some reason. but-
Alright.
so-
Well, that's not completely crazy.
Yeah, except he's like super buff. Yep.
Why?
I'm gonna if we do this on YouTube, I'll put up like a picture of him. But like, yeah, they just made him super buff for some reason. I don't know.
He's supposed to be like, oh, he's so small and cute, and he's trying to like fight people, and it's so cute because he can't, and he's so small. But like when he can actually kill someone with his fists.
This ain't your daddy's fucking Scooby-Doo, Keane. This is a Scooby-Doo for the modern age. Moving on, Keane, with the whole gritty reboots and such. Looney Tunes. Do you remember in the early 2000s, there was this, a Looney Tunes reboot called Lunatics.
Oh, Lunatics, yeah.
Lunatics.
I thought that was pretty good when I was like 8, or whenever it came out.
Big mistake, Ian.
Probably if I look at it again, I probably won't have that same opinion. But like, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty awful. It ran for 2 seasons apparently, but like the first
Alright.
season they were really serious about it. They were like, these are the characters. They have the drama, and they are, they're trying to get by in this world. But then by the second season, they're like, fuck it, who cares?
No, it was like all of them were normal except for like Taz, who could spin around fast, and like
Oh yeah, he had a voice in that, didn't
I think yeah. Oh, that was weird.
he? Yeah, he did.
And
They all had voices now. that I think about
Roadrunner,
it.
who could like be super fast, but
Yeah.
that was it.
I think like what was it, Bugs Bunny's ears like emitted lasers or something.
I have no idea.
It's a stupid cartoon, basically, is what I'm trying to
Yeah.
get across here. I think that's all we have for the gritty reboots, Kian.
All right.
But moving on with the show, we have Dear Danger.
Dear Danger coming up for y'all. Oh yeah, boy.
Here's the jingle that I'm gonna put in. There's definitely a jingle. If there's not, Patrick, for fuck's sake, you fucked up. Okay, so that was a jingle,
That was a
probably.
jingle.
Hopefully that was a jingle, if not deafening silence. So, Cian, could you briefly explain what is Dear Danger?
Basically, people send in their letters for Dear Danger. Dear Danger being Patrick.
That is true.
Patrick Danger Donahue, because it's funny because he's dangerous. And
Don't ever.
they come in with their problems. We try to solve them in whatever way we can. We probably can't. Don't take our advice.
That's great. So we do get letters in the thousands, but now that we've moved on to the web, we're getting emails and we're getting Facebook messages. So this is I'll just jump right into it.
Yeah, right.
So this is the first letter we got. The person has requested a name to protect their anonymity. So they want to be called a name. They don't want you to name them because
Alright.
for obvious reasons.
Yeah. Because I'm terrible at naming.
You're very bad at it.
I
Yeah.
can't start a family.
Yeah.
I'll just probably name them like
Number 1 and number 2.
Spartacus 696969. Like that would be my firstborn
and then
baby.
the other one is like at gmail.com. That's his name. At gmail.com. Harris, get in here. So here's the letter. This is sent in to us from the Facebook page.
Alright.
So remember, everyone, you can send your problems into us through the Facebook page. You can
Probably
just,
not.
Just send us a Facebook message.
Probably not emotional problems because we're not like
We're
more like
gonna make fun of you regardless of what
funny
happens.
problems.
Yeah.
That'll be it.
So this is from Wayne Deere.
Wayne Deere.
Yeah, this is the name that he requested. So this is from Wayne Deere. Dear Danger, bit of an odd one here, but quite recently my dog has been kidnapped by a large python in the Edenderry area, and now demands I pay him my body weight in gold, or he'll post my dog's nudes on the internet. My dog is very self-conscious of her weight, and has a constant, rather surprised-looking expression. This is a terribly laid-out letter, to begin
Yeah.
with. Shame on you, sir, because you can't fucking put together a sentence.
Yeah, Wayne Deere.
Yeah, fuck you, Wayne. If Dear Danger could help me out in any way at all, it would be greatly appreciated. So that's from Wayne Deere. Keen, what do you think?
I think you should ask them exactly what the dog thinks about this, and ask them what they should do.
Well, the dog has been kidnapped, Keen, by
Oh,
a python. Most likely Kenneth.
Oh,
I think it's
right,
Kenneth.
right.
Remember Kenneth? This is
I
a bit of
remember
a
Kenneth.
bit of a throwback to the past here, Keen.
He's our mascot by
For any
killing.
long-time listeners, you'll know Kenneth.
He committed genocide.
Yes, so Kenneth is a very dangerous python living in the Edenderry area.
He's just so wacky.
Well, no, he's a bit of a prick, if I'm honest. He did murder a few people, Keen.
Yeah.
I wouldn't describe that as wacky in any form.
Mm.
So sorry to be the bearer of bad news here, Wayne, but your dog's dead.
Yeah.
Your dog is super dead because if Kenneth has got his slimy mitts on her, she's gone. Then again, Kenneth doesn't have his slimy
They're probably eaten
tail
already.
Yeah, so
Dogs are nice to eat.
yeah, no, like I think focus all your energy on maybe getting a new dog.
Get a new dog.
There's a lot of dogs out there, you know.
Try to like threaten Kenneth by posting his nudes if you have any. You probably don't.
Yeah, no, Kenneth is very secretive. He does wear
Yeah.
he wears very nice clothes. I'll give him that.
Actually,
He's a serial killer, but I will give him that he wears nice clothes.
If
He
you're
knows he knows how to dress well. You know what I'm saying?
if you're a damsel in distress, you wouldn't like to be a damsel in distress. You know what I'm saying?
Anyway, Cian, I hope that helps, Wayne. It probably doesn't, but you know, that's the look of the draw, isn't it?
We hope we made you laugh and not solved your problem.
Laughing is the best medicine, especially when you're grieving over your dead dog. Anyway,
Nice.
moving on. Cian, can you give this this character a name? This is another letter that we got.
Oh, so they can't think of a name for them, can they?
No, they can't. Well, they didn't request one, Cian, so I'm giving you a chance of redemption here. Do not throw it back in my face. You got one? If you describe things you see in front of you, I'm gonna punch you in the nose. I know that's what you're thinking.
Yeah, but why don't you name it, seeing as you know what they wrote, and like kind of link it to what they wrote?
I'm gonna name this person Ryan Seacrest.
All right, it's kind of specific.
Yeah, all right. Well, I like it's not Ryan Seacrest. That's what you're wondering.
Oh, right.
You know what? I'm gonna change the name a slight bit. I'm gonna alter it a bit.
Okay.
Academy Award winning Ryan Seacrest. I think. Yeah.
So you don't know if he's an
that's-
actor, or director, or
Academy
composer.
Award winner, Ryan Seacrest. Yes. All right. So this is his letter. Dear Danger, how can I get my wife to come back? Karen, if you're seeing this, I still love you. It's a pretty brief letter, if I'm honest.
Nice introduction.
Yeah. So that's from Ryan. So listen, Ryan, the bitch is dead to you and the world. So I'd say leave it there. We get a lot of ex-wife talk on the podcast, if I'm
Yeah.
honest. I'm not entirely comfortable with it.
Like, we're not trained at all in any shape or form.
Especially, I have a huge disdain for my ex-wife. I hate the bitch.
Yeah,
So,
me too.
Any advice you get from me will be from a jaded point of view.
It'll be entirely biased.
It looks at love with hatred and displeasure.
I think that marriage really changed you because
I think it did, a small
Do you
bit.
think you're growing into a misogynist a little bit?
I think a small bit. I mean, like, women are fine. Wives, oh.
Oh.
Ugh. I'm pulling my collar right now.
In case you can't see. We just describe any like jokes we get, visual jokes.
Everyone, I am juggling. So, you know what? I think really, Ryan, Academy Award winner Ryan Seacrest. I think what you really need to do is you need to get out there and meet someone half your age, depending on your age, I suppose. Whoops.
That'll only be relevant if the person's
Okay.
like.
In the event that you are double the age of 18, find someone half your age.
Double or over.
Double or over the age of 18. Then find someone half your age. In the event that that's not the case,
Don't.
do not take my advice under any
Oh
circumstances.
my god.
Anyway, that's my advice. Keen, what do you think?
I think if Karen's listening, I'm available.
It's great advice, Keen.
It's advice for Karen. like,
Karen, the biggest mistake you've made is
Not
not
so-
coming down to the studio.
Not so much Academy Award winner Ryan Seacrest, but like Karen.
Karen, empty seat here, right beside Kian, you know, if you're interested. We know you're listening, Karen. Clearly you're listening.
Anyway.
Okay, so this is the last letter. So Keen, if you could give me a fake name, something wacky, something accurate to the guy. The guy is talking about weight problems.
Weird problems. So Spartacus.
Spartacus.
696969 @gmail.com.
I'll call him Spartacus, I guess.
Call him Sparty.
I'll call him Sparty. This is from Sparty. Dear Danger. Oh no, it doesn't start with Dear Danger. I guess we can't use this now.
Oh no.
Hang on.
Throw the laptop out the window.
Hang on, I'll alter it.
Hey, instead of hey guys.
It's Dear Danger.
Oh, fine.
Okay, so I fixed it.
Now it's relevant.
Now it's viewable. Alright. Dear Danger, big fan of the show. I have a problem I think you can solve on Dear Danger. Okay, so we did say Dear Danger,
Oh,
but
right.
like, you know, later on. So, for anyone that's thinking of writing in, fix the format. Always start the letter with Dear Danger. Because
Or-
otherwise we're not going to look at it.
or else we will find you and kill you.
Yes. So, this is, again, from Sparty. So as you know, it's not long until summer hits, and when it does, everyone's going to be out by the beaches, skinny dipping and all the like, and I'd love to be going down and joining them, but there's one large problem standing in the way. I'm a fat fuck piece of shit. I really do try and stay healthy and eat fruit and vegetables and all that sort of shit, but as soon as I so much as even see a Big Mac, I fall to my knees in weakness and despair. At that point, for me, nothing exists apart from me and a direct line towards that Big Mac. How am I supposed to get a beach body ready if I'm a giant fat tub piece of shit spilling out of a Mountain Dew stained tank top. So that's thanks from Sparty. Kim, what do you think?
You know, Sparty, be grateful that you're alive.
Well, not for long. He's probably gonna have a heart attack at 52
Yeah, but why?
because he's a fat fuck piece of shit,
Well,
as
I
he
see.
described in the letter.
But like,
As he has adamantly described,
Who
he's a
said-
fat fuck piece of shit,
who set this
spilling out
standard?
of a tank top, stained with Mountain Dew and what I'd assume is Dorito dust.
well, like, who made the standard of a beach body
I'd say doctors,
or Baywatch?
Baywatch and doctors. Doctors are like, please be this weight or you will die. Well, then again, we're all gonna die, Keane, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, but like, fat people float.
Do they?
Yep,
Is that a fact?
probably. I don't know. I'm not a psychologist or doctor.
A psychologist expert in fat people that float to the top of the water. Thanks, Keane, for
It
that
won't be
very
like-
insightful opinion on the subject.
Well, it wouldn't be like fatologist or something like that. Okay. they're
it's so true.
they're
It would not
horizon-
be
They're not
fatologists.
fat. They're
I
horizontal.
think we can agree on this, Keane. They would not be called fatologists.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Great.
They're not fat. They're horizontally tall.
That is not a thing, Keane.
That is a thing now.
There are people that claim that it's a matter of like their genes and their hormones and such affecting their weight. And I'm not a doctor. I don't particularly know anything about it. But if that is the case for you, you know, I'd still say like make your best effort to eat healthy.
And you make better cannonballs.
Anyway, I hope that helps, Sparty. What I'd like to say though, you fat fuck.
you can't help someone out, and at the end, you fat fuck.
You know what? I feel like we've built a connection with Sparry. I think he's a bro, he's a buddy, you know?
Yeah.
He's comfortable in his own way to an extent.
I think he might replace Kenneth in like the new mascot for Off Topic.
Well, Kenneth's not a mascot, he's just a mass murderer. So like, you know, what's the best way to lose weight, Cian, in your humble opinion?
I would say either eating healthy, working out a lot, or both.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think if you cut off like the lower part of your body, because that way, like, you know, you definitely lose half your weight.
Well, that's a definite, really.
Yeah, you might die. But you know that's a risk you take when you're trying to get beautiful. You know,
The main thing is you won't be fat. You'll be dead.
you'll
but you
lose
won't be
half your
fat.
weight though. You lose half of it, Cian. So say you're like, I don't know, what would be like an undesirable weight?
24 stone.
24 stone. Cut yourself in half. 12 stone.
And you won't
Like
be able
that.
to walk. Really.
Well, people take that as like the be all and end all. You know, you have to be able to walk, but like, who cares? You know?
Why do we even need legs anyway?
Yeah. I think.
Why do we need to be alive?
People say that you can burn off fat easily by doing exercise.
Why can't
Cut
you
out
kill
the
people?
middleman. Burn off the fat with a lighter. I think, Cian. Would that
Yeah.
be a viable option?
In my personal experience, gasoline works best if you're trying to burn
Yeah.
off fat.
A lot of these are very dangerous and untested.
Don't do this!
A
Oh
lot
my
of dangerous
God.
and untested methods that we're discussing here. I never really have the fat problem because I'm an actual skeleton.
Yeah,
I can't escape this fate.
you got spaghetti arms.
I have spaghetti arms, and I'm stuck this way. So, you know what? I think we've thrown out a good few ideas there. So, Sparty, you know, that's really all we can say for you, man. Hope it works out. Probably not.
Oh my God, Sparty, are you dead?
Sparty's dead, yeah. I'd imagine Sparty's dead by this point. He took our advice.
I forgot that Sparty has a real name.
Listen, Sparty, we're just a couple of friends. We're just trying to have a bit of a laugh at your expense.
I'm so sorry, Sparty. Live on. Make the best cannonballs you
We
can.
will always remember Sparty as a
hero.
hero and a fat fuck, but like to a lesser extent a hero, and more so a fat fuck. 'Cause that's what he
Yeah.
kind of came to us, and he presented us with that.
Mm.
So, Cian, I believe that is the end.
Actually, I found a solution.
What is the solution, Cian?
Karen.
Karen?
Karen's available.
Yeah. What does that got to do with anything?
Sparty is available, and once you have Karen, you won't be feeling sad about yourself because it's like, oh, hey, she
I don't
like,
think this really solves his weight problem, Keane. If you're just in a
yeah, but like
relationship.
it'll make him feel better about himself.
Yeah, but I think as well as that, Karen does not know Sparty, and Sparty does not know Karen, and we are
Well,
kind
yeah,
of it's a bit of matchmaking here, if I'm honest. We don't really know either people. We don't know either parties. I mean, like I feel like a brother to Sparty, but like I can't recommend Karen because she might be a stone cold bitch.
bros before Karen. That's what I always
that's
say.
that's what I always say as well.
That's my motto.
Really, really and truly, you could try it out with Karen. Who knows?
See how it goes.
Anything is possible.
With love.
Yeah, sure. So, Keane, that is basically the end of the show. We're coming near the end of it. We're coming down to a T.
Right.
So, what can you recommend people do after this?
I would say you'd go a little bit off topic, you know what I'm saying, at a laugh track. Oh yeah, well, Ed and Pat, put in a laugh track. Oh, it's funny. Oh yeah. Oh, whoa, that was a real doozy.
Yeah,
if
that
I
was a real
do-
rip tickler. Where
I-
can people find you, Keane?
They can find me on Twitter at a boy named Keen, all one, no underscores or anything. At a boy named Keen. Where can they find you?
I am at Paddy Danger on Twitter. And you can find our YouTube channel. You're probably watching it off the YouTube channel. Who fucking
Just
knows?
search off
Anything
topic.
is possible. Off topic, sketch, video oblivion, spectrum, any of those words, any of those random buzzwords you can find will lead you in some kind of direction.
Sparty,
Yeah.
fat fuck, anything.
These
Karen.
are keywords that you will find in the description. So that's it. We'll see you next week, and bye for now.
Bye.